everyone, welcome back to my channel. So now I have the 2021 Hyundai Santafe for you guys, and today I'm going to do a full in-depth review of this car. So first, let's show you the full front fascia of the car, and thank you so much to Dream Car House for providing this car to me so I could do a full in-depth review of this car. And I want to say Ramadan Kareem to everybody who's watching this video. Now let's start the full review. So the width of this car is 74.8 inches, and this is the key for the Santafe. You have the Hyundai logo there, and you have your lock, unlock, trunk opening and remote start. So for remote start, you have to press the lock twice and you have to keep holding the start button, and there the car turns on. Now I'm going to get inside and turn on the full lights. So this is for the daytime running lights, headlight, hazard, and the high beam off, high beam off. Now I'm going to come outside for showing you the lights. So let's explain to you guys what is the light system of this car. So the light that comes here till here is your daytime running light, but when you put the hazard, this is your hazards light. But these are also your daytime running lights, so it all the way comes here, straight goes down here. So this is your main daytime running lights, and this part is your hazard. You have this reflector here, but if this was a European spec, this would be yellow, but because it says Korean spec, it's the white color. And then you have your LED headlights here, and you have your high beam. Now let's come to the front fascia of the car. So you can see this full grille, very shiny. You have this Hyundai logo here, and you have the front camera. This is your number plate cloth with Dream Car House's number plate. You have open here for that radiator to cool down, and because it's a turbocharged engine, it needs a lot of ventilation. And you have 4 parking sensors at the front, and you have some open aerodynamic parts at the side too. So it's actually functional, is it? Yeah, it is. Now if we come to the hood have these amazing lines that make the car look more sportier, so it looks like a sports SUV. Now let's check out the engine of the car. So now let's show you guys the engine of the car. So I have to open the engine from the driver's side. There's a button here, and then if I just come here, there's a hook and hydraulic struts, first sign of a premium level car. So now let's talk about this engine. First of all, because it's a mid-size SUV, it needs a powerful engine, and it needs a lot of power for good handling and good performance out of this engine. So technically this is a 2.4 liter MPI 4-cylinder engine, but internationally you get the 2.5 liter GDI turbocharged 4-cylinder. But in Bangladesh we get this one, sorry. So first of all, you have your air box down here that feeds the air to the turbocharger. You have your MPI written here. This is where you pour the engine oil. These are your 4 cylinders and your crankshaft of the car. This is where you pour your windshield wiper fluid and your radiator fluid. And now let's talk about power. So it has 275 horsepower and 311 pound-feet of torque. That's a lot. And it has a 8-speed transmission with front-wheel drive. That is this particular car. Insulation up here, and that's pretty much it for the hood. Now let's close the hood. I forgot it has hydraulic struts. There. So the SUVs of Hyundai. Now let's talk about the full line. So the biggest SUV from Hyundai is the Hyundai Palisade. Then it's the Hyundai Santafe. Then it's the Hyundai Tucson. Then it's the Hyundai Venue, and then it's the Hyundai Kona, the crossover style SUV. Now let's go to the side profile, but before that, it has rain sensing windshield wipers, so it automatically works, and the front look is pretty good in my opinion. Now let's check out the side profile. So the length of this car is 188.4 inches. Now let's show you the wheel. So because it's an SUV, it needs big wheel, and it does. It has 255, 45 or 20-inch wheels, and these are very futuristic design because their new design language is all about the future. You have 4-piston brakes at the front that you can't see, but they're the calipers inside, with ventilated calipers and strut suspension with coil springs. You have the side plastic treatment. This makes the car look more off-roady look, and yeah, the exterior color in my opinion is lovely, and with that the side skirt silver treatment also match, and this is actually an off-road side skirt, so if you even put dirt, it's not going to scratch anything. The exterior mirror has your hazards light, it has a camera down here, and it is in the exterior color and black accent with blind spot monitor. The wheelbase of this car is 108.2 inches and the ground clearance of this car is 8.2 inches. Coincidence. And then you have this chrome treatment all the way in the side trimmings, and you have privacy glass at the rear, and you also have roof rails so you can put some stuff up there. If you come to the rear, with same as the front, 255/45 R20s, but it has smaller brakes and it has multi-link suspension with coil springs at the back. And you have the same trim here, but you have this little chrome treatment at the side and mud flaps that make the car look more luxury, I guess. Now I'm going to go on the other side and check out the fuel tank. So for the fuel tank, if the car is unlocked, you could just press here and open the fuel tank and fill up your 75-liter tank, or you could close it and it's locked. Now let's get into the rear of the car. So the height of this car is 66.3 inches. Now I'm gonna get inside and turn on the lights. So put on the brake, pressing the start button. The car is on. This is with the full light, with the rear fog light, with the hazard, and this is with the reverse. And when you put it on reverse, you obviously get your reversing camera. Now if I come outside for showing the lights, the door is going to close by itself. So this is actually your brake light that straight comes here, then goes up and down. These are your, when you press on the brake. So this is parking, this is brake, and then it all the way goes till the side, and it actually looks good. You have your Hyundai logo here at the center, and then down here you have your number plate slot, thanks to Dream Car House, and you have your reversing camera with two lights. You have your Santafe written right here. So it's Santa, then Fe. And if you come down now, this is a full reflector, but you have your reversing light here and your hazard light and 4 sensors and this very chromy off-road chin. You have an upper stop brake light here with a spoiler and a shark fin antenna, and your windshield wiper is down here. Now let's check out the practicality of this car. So for opening the boot, you could do it with the key and it powerfully opens, and over here you have 530 liters of storage. That is decent in my opinion. And if you open the second one, you have your partial cover here with your tire repair kit down there. Not tire repair kit, this is actually for opening the wheel, and there's your tire repair kit. And you have the cover that comes from the company. Decent amount of room, to be honest. And if you want to fold the second row, you could do it from here powerfully. But it's not power, it's just a spring loaded, but you could do it from there. And now you have 1,500 liters of storage, and because it's a 7-seater, so I'm going to get this up, and then I can just lift this to get up the third row. There. Now you could use it as a 3-row 7-seater car, and it has Harman Kardon sound system. That's why you could see you have your Harman Kardon subwoofer at the back, and that's it. Now let's see, can an adult or a child sit inside the third row of this car? So now let's get inside the third row. There's a button here. If you just press this, it gives you room to get inside, and then you have to squeeze through and get inside. I'm going to close the door, and then you could slide it towards you and how much you want. There. So I didn't get the seat fully down, but under-thigh support is very poor, but for a short amount of journey, kids can sit inside. You have cup holder and a phone holder here with your speaker at your ear, and decent amount of comfort. You have headrest too, and you have a light here. That's actually for the boot, but you can use it here. I'm going to get out, so press this button, then I have to open the door again. I have to squeeze through at this place. Oh, why am I so tall? There. And then, so sitting on the center row, comfortable. If I get the armrest down, you can put your hand and you have 2 cup holders. Enough knee room, enough headroom, but you have the panoramic sunroof too. So I'm just going to quickly open the panoramic roof. So you also have ISOFIX anchor points on the seats, and you have 2 AC vents at the center, and you have 2 power outlets down here. And you have 2 magazine holders here. I mistakenly opened the sunroof actually. And if you need more leg room, you could just get the passenger out the way, like bye bye, and then you can have more leg room. Nice. And this is one of the car that reclines the seat so much that I can easily relax on this car. Now if I come to the door, you have the door handle first of all, then you have your lock, unlock, you have this leatherette treatment with brown stitching, grab handle, window opener. This is your speaker, Harman Kardon. And then down here is your bottle holder, and the door fully covers so it doesn't hit your trousers don't get dirty. And this is the window that fully goes down. So the interior dash design is mind-blowing. You have this all the way that goes here. You have this carbon fiber treatment inside, and then you have this brown leather with your airbag. Your AC vent is here, and you have a little storage here with ambient lighting, white silver stitching, a glove box with decent amount of room. And then down here you have some storage too. So you have 2 charging sockets and a power outlet, 1 charging socket and a power outlet, and you have a lot of room here. Then the seats are 4-way adjustable for the passenger and 8-way adjustable for the driver. And it's quilted up here, and it's comfortable a lot. Now if we go up, the panoramic roof, for opening it, first you open the blind, then the panoramic roof opens for the front portion. And you have this air dust, so no dust come inside when you open it. That is the maximum. And then if you come up here, you have some lights. That's for that. And then you have your tweeters here for the noise cancellation. And you have 2 vanity mirrors on either side with a light placement up here. And the treatment that is used here is vegan. So if you are vegan, I'm not disrespecting anything. If you're vegan, you can take this as an option. It's vegan leather, you could tell that. If you press this, you have a little storage here with a compartment for anything like coins, and a deep storage. And then you have a cup holder here that you can put your key, and this is actually a wireless charger. So if you just lift this up, you could see you could put that in and the wireless charger sign. And if I open this, you could see it says if the phone is charging or not. It takes some time, but it's charged. So you have the USB if you don't have wireless charger, and if it's charging, it's going to be yellow here. Another cup holder here. And then you have some blank buttons because you don't have all the options. If I press this, you can see a 360-degree camera. So these are all the rears. And then this is for parking sensors off and on, auto hold, driving mode here, and this is your gear, so this is for drive. You can see your front cameras up here. This is for neutral, this is for reverse. It has adaptive guidelines too, for here too. This is for park. Now let's show you the infotainment and the climate control. For on the brake, pressing the start button that is located here, and then your infotainment turns on. You can see Harman Kardon written here. You have your volume knob on this side, and you have your tuning knob on the other side. You have some shortcut buttons right here. Then you have your media and radio and favorite. So if you go on all menu, you have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You could see your phone, Android Auto, users menu, voice memo, climate, quiet mode, radio and media. You have settings, and you can see your Apple CarPlay. And the wireless charging is charging a phone, so it gives you the sign here. You have time, date, you will which phone is connected, so no phone's connected now, that's what's showing this. You can see your audio here, and that's it, very shortcut. Then you have your AC vents down here with the hazard button at the center, and it has a 2-zone climate control, so this is for the climate, and you can see the climate control here. If you press this, the climate menu comes. You can see the temperature and the wind speed. AC on, front windshield heater, sync for the both. Rear windshield heater, no outside air coming inside or outside air come. Auto, you could put 3 levels, so how much auto you want. Then you can see this is for your climate. That's why I don't put it on auto. Off, where you want the air, this is for the wind speed. And then that's it. But this treatment that is inside here, it's fancy. This is your rear view mirror that is auto dimmed. And that's it. Now the details, if you change it, you can also see what is doing what. Now the steering wheel. The steering wheel is fully leather. You have some dots here, so more grippy. You have paddle shifters at the back that are plastic. You have your receive call, cut call, volume, and skip track for this, voice command, and mode for the AC. And then if you just press here, you could change the modes. So there, AM, FM, or whatever you want. So this is actually for the infotainment system. Then here you could see the cruise controls. This is for this screen, this is for the volume. That's not actually for the volume, for the speed you want to set. OK and cancel. On this side you have the high beam, hazard, and headlight controls. And over this side you have your windshield wiper controls. And now let's come to the instrument cluster, but before that, just look at the design. Just the dash looks so cool. It's like from the future. This is the first Hyundai car that I really liked. Now let's go to the instrument cluster. Foot on the brake, pressing the start button, it does a nice animation and it comes up. Full swipe. So this is your RPM, red lines in 6,500. This is for the engine temperature. And then over this side, you have your speedo, top speed is 260 km per hour. Then you have your fuel gauge and the amount of fuel it has. It can go 183 kilometers. Parking brake, that's the button for it. And then this is for the fuel economy of the car. This is for outside temperature. This is the kilometer of the car, 2088. Over here you could see all the safety systems. So if I just press OK first. So you could see your blind spot monitoring safety systems. So you could turn it off, or if you see in the mirror, you could turn it on. And then if I go back, you could see your parking safeties and volume for your parking sensors. That's it. And if you change the driving modes, it's changed too. So it's on smart now. This is for sport. This is for eco, and this is for comfort. So I'm going to leave it on sport because it looks the most sportiest. And because it's sport, it looks the most nicest, to be honest. And you could see you have the Santafe in the center. And for the gears, you put it on drive, and I don't know how you shift it on manual because it's on drive. Gear already selected, but if you just use the paddle shifters at the center, it's going to work like that. And that's it for the instrument cluster. It has another cool feature. If you put the hazards on, you can see that side camera, so your blind spot, and this side too. So you can see if you're changing your lane, you can see if anyone's car is there on the other side. Now let's come to the door. So first of all, you have your AC vent here. Then you have a vent for defogging the windows. Then this is for opening the boot if you hold it. This is for traction control. This is the parking brake. This is your fuse box. It's for opening boot. You have your brake pedal, clutch pedal, and gas pedal here. Seats are powered, both sides, and it also has lumbar support. It says Santafe right here. Now let's come to the door. First of all, you have this treatment. Then you have your door handle. This is for folding and unfolding the mirror. This is for the mirror control, so which side you want to control. Unlock, lock, window openers, window lockers, grab handle, you have your leather, and you have your diamond design speaker, and then you can see a Harman Kardon between here. You have storage here, and the door fully covers so you don't get dirt on your trouser. Turn the car off. It also has a reflector down here that actually reflects. It's actually a light, so it can warn the guys who are coming here that the door is open at night. So if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. You guys are gonna ask for the price. So if you want to buy this car brand new, you could buy it from their dealership, the Hyundai dealership, and it's gonna cost you 78 lakhs without registration cost. But because it's a pre-owned, and you could get it in Dream Car House with 72 lakhs, slightly negotiable, and the mileage of this car is 2,088 kilometers. If you need this car, contact with Dream Car House, and I'm going to link their Facebook page at the description, so you could go there and like their Facebook page. Until then, stay safe, stay home. See you at the next review. Peace.